Everybody, welcome to California Bountiful. I'm your host, Tracy Sellers, and today we are hanging out in the beautiful Newport Beach area. And when you come to Southern California and you love food just as much as I do, there is one place you have got to visit. It's the Santa Monica Farmers Market, where the personalities and people are almost as good as the food. It's been called one of the top farmers markets in the entire country. But the Santa Monica Farmers Market is nothing without its eclectic bunch of farmers who set up shop each and every Wednesday of the year in downtown Santa Monica. And part of what makes farmers markets like this one such a special place is that they're actually creating communities around food. And nowhere is that more evident than at the Harry's Berries stand.
Hi, good to see you.
Good to see you. How's the family? Nancy's one of our no, I'm not going to say one of our oldest customers, one of our customers that have shopped with us the longest. Yeah, she's been with us since the 80s, so we were young mothers at the time, and now we're not.
Basically live off of them. I eat all their produce, I always have. And their strawberries are amazing, their vegetables, I live by the seasons.
We got two varieties of cherry tomatoes. These little delicious, I don't know, are they sun golds? Yeah, and sun cherries. And we love these tomatoes. I'm a private chef and I use a lot of product from Harry's.
And for the woman in charge of the farm stand, Molly Jean, it's just another day at the office for her and her family. And the customers feel like family because they intermingle with her actual family that are all behind the booth working.
Everybody we have on our sales staff today are all family members. We've got Brittany, who is my niece. We've got Cole in the back. He's my granddaughter's boyfriend. Hugo's been with us forever. He's the only one that probably isn't like related, but we feel like he's our honorary son. Ken is my nephew. He's my brother's son. Then my daughter-in-law, Monica. My son Christopher, my granddaughter Kayla, and my daughter Jennifer. So this really is a family affair in the truest sense. And of course baby Camille is here, and she'll be behind the table before you know it.
Harry's Berries is best known for their two heirloom varieties of strawberries, the Chandler and the Seascape varieties, which have been lovingly grown on the family farm in Oxnard for generations now. The farm was started by Molly's father, Harry, in 1967, and now it's up to Molly and her husband, Rick, along with their children and grandchildren, to run the farm and keep his legacy alive. And they have a recipe for success that is easy to understand here.
Our motto is growing ordinary foods with extraordinary flavor. Everybody's had a strawberry, everybody's had a green bean, everybody's had a tomato. We try to bring you the very best of those items in terms of variety, quality, and ripeness.
One way the family has also found success is by shifting their business model. Nearly 20 years ago, falling wholesale prices combined with increased farming costs led the family to go from wholesale suppliers to selling directly to customers at farmers markets like the Santa Monica one. Molly says it was a business and lifestyle decision they struggled with at first, but couldn't be happier with now.
At the farmers market, there's that face-to-face interaction. It also motivates you to put out the absolute best product that you can, because you've got to see the face of that person the next week, and if it's not perfect, they're going to let you know. So it really makes it elevates the quality at all levels at the farmers market. We really built our reputation on quality, and strawberries were our main crop, and people would fall in love with our strawberries and literally become addicted to them. And so when we started diversifying and bringing out other crops, it was great because they would say, well, we love your strawberries, so we're willing to, let's try your beans, let's try your squash. And now all of those have their own devoted following. These are our big beef tomatoes. They're a beefsteak hybrid, really wonderful for slicing or for salads. Here we are in the zucchini patch. Everybody knows if you planted one in your garden, one zucchini plant will give you 10 million zucchinis, and you have to give them to your neighbors. In our case, we do pick them very, very young. This is about the maximum size that we pick them. These are patty pan squash. This variety is called Flying Saucer, and I'll show you why. Again, we grow these, pick these very small, but they have very, very deep serrated edges.
So now, Molly, you told me there is a surefire test for picking out a fresh bean.
There actually is. When a bean is fresh picked, you can't really see them, but they have little tiny fibrous hairs along them.
Okay.
So we always use a t-shirt test. You stick them on your shirt, and if they stick, then it's a fresh bean.
That's unbelievable. I've
There
never
you
seen that
go.
before.
Now you know. After a while, the little hairs will fall off, and they will no longer work. You have to use a t-shirt, cotton shirt on. Good try though. Next time.
Today, the farm continues to evolve. With a certified processing kitchen, no food is left to waste, turning leftover produce into popular preserves and pickled items. And they don't stop there. Molly's husband Rick is turning trash into treasure by transforming extra parts around the farm into pieces of unique artwork.
Well, when we first got to this farm here, there was so much stuff anywhere and everywhere, and we had it piled up in big piles all over the place, and finally we started looking around thinking, you know what, we're going to make something out of this instead of getting rid of it, so it just grew from there.
And growing is something the family hopes to continue to do at their farm as they expand the family legacy that began so many years ago.
I think my dad would be really, really happy, that we are continuing with farming, because for us, it's not just our occupation, it really is our family heritage. It's our legacy, and my dad would be pleased that we're trying to uphold the standards that he set and the methods that he taught my husband, and I think he'd be really